and it is live and on. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Actually, welcome indeed. Fuck, man, I can never get my hair right. Nor can I ever get the angles right. Excuse me 1 second. How are we doing, everyone? Ladies and gentlemen, it has been quite an adventure. I'll give you that. It has been more than an adventure. Hola, amigos. Spanish is getting a little bit better. Hopefully. I'm good. How are you? I'm absolutely doing great. As you can tell, we've just landed in Lima, Peru, and they've had such an amazing warm welcome to us. I'll give you that. And you know what? Like, we were on the news. I can't believe it. I think it's my first time ever being on the news for just arriving somewhere, and that was quite an honor. It was quite. Honestly, it was quite surprising. I didn't expect it until somebody sent it to me, and I thought, wow, that was quite amazing. And I just was like, oh my god, this is strange. And first person I ever told about it was my mum. So I was like, hey, look, I'm on the news, Mom. I made it. So, just a quick update. For people that don't know, my name is Christian, Ian, DPR, whatever. I'm not drunk. I have just come out of an episode, so I'm still a little... But, if I was to be frankly quite honest with you, I was having one of the worst episodes in my whole entire fucking life. Just prior, just a couple of days ago, actually. I don't know, weeks? Who fucking knows? Don't mind me, I'm just trying to get this on. It takes quite a while, and I like this, by the way. A fan gave this to me. I like all my fan gifts, by the way. I really do. I treat him quite... I do treat him with absolute love and respect, because that's what it is. But anyway, so as I was saying, I was having one of the worst episodes in my life. And you know, what was crazy was... I thought my episodes could never get that bad. For some of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about like manic episodes. I just thought my episodes couldn't get that bad. And you know, you see it all the time. You see it like you see it in celebrities that have bipolar all the time. They go a little, manic, and then I don't know. For some of those that are a little bit more famous than the others, they cause quite a ruckus. And I thought, man, at least my manics won't get to that stage, because I always thought I was in control. So I thought. But there's a valuable lesson in that. Just don't never. 한국 콘서트 언제 해요? 저 아마 콘서트 2월쯤에 하지 않을까요? And sorry, I just won't be able to put this on because it's I usually have someone helping me, but the struggle with the bracelet is real. I'm sure I'm giving somebody out there an anxiety attack with this one, so I'm just gonna put that right there. 사양. I always say that. By the way, it's like a ritual now. 한국말 개 멋있. 저 한국말 진짜 못해요, 여러분. 그거를 하나만 좀 알아주셨으면 좋겠어요. 제 한국말 아직 제가 한국말 할 때 되게 애기 같다는 소리 많이 들어가지고. 하지만 그래도 해요. 아무튼 한국 콘서트는 진짜 거의 2월쯤에 할 것 같고. So as I was saying, worst episode, and there's a valuable lesson because I thought I was in control, which I wasn't. And you know what it is? I think it was because I'm exposed to so much. I've been exposed to so much. There's a lot happening. Tour is crazy. It is absolutely fucking insane. Wait, got something new here. Tour is crazy. I'll give you that. It's amazing. It's the best. But oh man, is it chaotic? You know, it's right there. It's up in the lane. And for someone as manic as I am, or so I thought, man, having no time to process it and then jumping straight back on stage is probably one of the hardest things I have ever done in my life. But with that being said, I feel like when I'm in that state, I don't know sometimes I'm in that state. Or I do, except I don't know if I'm out of it or if I'm still in it. But what's crazy is I do feel the most alive regardless. And you know, I call that Mito and everything, right? By the way, thank you for inviting me to Peru. I'm in Peru, I love it. So that's a funny thing. I do a lot of crazy shit when I'm in that state. A lot behind closed doors. I don't think people truly know the extent of that. Only my teammates do. Only certain people too. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I did get a new tattoo. I did. I'll show you. Look at that. I got straight up a new tattoo right there while I was in my manic state. And my mom's gonna kill me because it's like I wasn't even fucking planning to. But I'm so spontaneous, just in the moment. And I have lost so much fucking weight because, you know, just we're always on the show, we're always on the run. My body is just, it's a wreck. It's a fucking wreck. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me put on back my white shirt on because this tattoo right here means a lot to me. It did get me through a lot of things and it did help me. Sorry, there's a couple of crazy assholes in the room next door. But anyway, this tattoo, it means a lot to me because it got me through just that moment. Not just this tattoo, but also the fans and the meaning behind it. Do you remember, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember when I posted the poem, Moments Are High on the Darkest Swing? So that was the first line. For people that don't know what that is, I was going through something crazy at that time. And, oh my God, and I literally had a blackout. And I blacked out. And that's what I wrote. That's the first line that I wrote for the poem. I'm not sure if you guys don't know. I don't know what you call it. Where the poem, where the first letter of each line also makes up another line. I don't know what that is. Someone knows something about that, put that in the comments down below, as if it's like some YouTube video, but it isn't. But with that being said, I say that a lot. I am much better. I'm doing quite well. I've been having a lot of support from obviously my dreamers and all the fans out there. So you guys have been getting me through quite a lot. This one right here says, moments are high on the darkest swing. Swing, obviously, you know, you guys know what it is. You could be on a swing in the park, or it could be something related to mood swing. For me, it's both. Because when you swing high, right? But my moments are the highest. My moments feel the highest. I feel so aligned and in tune with everything. It gives me so much energy, and it also gives me so much inspiration. But it's also one of the darkest times. Does that make sense? It's also one of the darkest times ever. And I do not know how to put that into words. I can't even fathom what that means. It's an acrostic poem, somebody says, and I believe you because I don't know what else it's called. Anyway, So just long story short, that's what happened, and I do tend to lose myself in that. I become a completely different person, and I'm sorry if I wasn't as attentive or to maybe some of the fans, if you felt like some people was a little off, but that means yes, moments are high in the darkest swing, on the darkest swing, not in. It could be in the darkest, but moments are high on the darkest swing. So literally that is what took shape and took form, and that's Mito, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, I just thought I'll do something a little fun today during live and just give you like a brief update. By the way, Latin America, oh my god, you guys are fucking insane. No words. Each city has a different type of energy. 이때까지 진짜 저희가 투어를 하면서 와, 이 남미 쪽에서는 이렇게 처음이다 보니까 에너지가 진짜 너무 좀 다르더라고요. 진짜 뭐를 예상을 하고 온지는 모르겠지만 근데 정말로 너무나 좋은 기운과 일단은 공연장이 무너질 것 같았어요. 그래서 너무 이렇게 열광이 약간 느껴져가지고 but you guys are just fucking out there, just crazy, and I think you guys brought me to life. You guys brought me back to life, so I just want to say thank you. My mood swings happen. It happens maybe over time. I don't know. It's like I don't know what triggers it. But it just does happen, you know. It doesn't. It just everything happening. I mean, it's not that surprising, but I just can't wait. Just can't wait to further push along. I think after this, we're gonna go back to after Peru, Lima, which I'm very excited for, by the way. Can't wait. We go back to Texas. And obviously, we will give you the show that we've deprived you for. Because at that time, I believe we had COVID. But don't worry. I think the wait is worth it. Only because, hear me out, we've now had that much more time to practice and experience and all that. I will marry you, dear, one day. You know, and now you guys get to see how much we've developed this show, and you guys get to see that. I think that's one big pro that you guys have is you get to see it in one of its fullest form yet, you know. So that should be very fun. 멕시코 보고 싶어요. 저도 멕시코 보고 싶고 I miss Mexico, Brazil, Chile, of course. Sorry, as I was going back, it was a shame that we couldn't go to Argentina. Wanted to go so many more places, but time. It's crazy because I feel like on an average, 이틀마다 every 2 cities 다른 도시에 있어요. We're in a different city. So think of it as a time machine, right? And think of it like that's not the time machine. Think of it like if you're closing your eyes and you look up, you're in somewhere in Brazil, and then you're on stage and you're performing and you're just going crazy, and you close your eyes and in a split second you're somewhere in Chile, and you're walking around, and close your eyes and you might be in Mexico City or Colombia, which is definitely where I should have been. And then you close your eyes again, and 눈 깜빡하는 사이에 또 페루예요. 약간 좀 it's hard to process, but that is tour. That's what you have to embrace. That's what it is, and that is literally, honestly, despite me just saying like how crazy it is, I fucking love it. I'll do it all over again. It's definitely the life for me. I love Peruvian cuisine, if we're going there, by the way. Speaking of cuisine, not cuisine, what do you call it? something fun, you know, just because I always talk about some random shit and it's not that fun. So I got a lot of snacks from 편의점에서, 페루 편의점에서 제가 뭐 여러 가지 샀어요, 여러분. 그래가지고 무슨 맛인지 I'm just gonna 진짜 힘들어요. 솔직히 진짜 여기가 어디고 뭘 하고 있는지 모르고. 아무튼 그래서 제가 편의점 갔다 왔는데 I went to the convenience store and I got a couple of Peruvian snacks. Not Peruvian. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm saying Peruvian because I've never seen it. And if it's just something that's in Spanish and I just somehow thought it was Peruvian, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Here. So I got something called morochas. 이제 먹방이죠. 예, 먹방 해보겠습니다. I'm doing a 먹방. I can't believe it. This is my 먹방. Holy shit, you're right. So this is the 먹방, ladies and gentlemen. So this right here is called morochas, and it looks like a biscuit that has chocolate filling squeezed in between. Don't get me wrong, it's just what it looks like. I will oblige. 약간 보면 그거 같네. 그 한국 옛날에 뭐라고 해야 되지? 그 얇게 썰어 이게 뭐죠? 그 한국 거 있는데 파란 색깔 이름 까먹었어요. 옛날에 그게 있었어요. 얇게 이렇게 해가지고 초콜릿 밑에 이렇게 깔아가지고. Okay, first taste test. Morochas. Here we go. I saw this everywhere. It tastes really good. You know what? That's actually really good. I mean, I thought it'd be good, but it's actually a lot better than I expected. Wow. Chocolate. This is really good. I really like it. For me, it's like a 8 out of 10. I love it. Next. Cheetos 좋아하시는 분. You like Cheetos? What does it taste like? It tastes like biscuit and chocolate. Fuck's sakes, that's what it is. It does. I don't know what it resembles. I don't know what. It tastes like biscuit and chocolate. Like I don't know what else to say. It tastes like the biscuit that you would have with coffee and just chocolate. I don't know. I'm sorry, but these are good though. On to the next. It's a good ratio too. 약간 초콜릿과 과자. Yeah. Anyway, for people that like Cheetos, Cheetos 좋아하시는 분. 이 맛 본 사람. 이 맛 본 사람 없죠? 이게 그거 Sorry, my hair's just been a mess. 내 머리가 1 to 10, how good is the other one? I said I think about 8. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Which is like 4 out of 5, so pretty good. Cheetos Horneados, spicy. People that like flaming hot Cheetos, here we go. And it says con sabor queso picante. I'm butchering it, I'm sorry. It says queso picante. What's that mean? What does that mean? It means I don't know. It means spicy. I think. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Okay, let's get into it. All right. Definitely not what I thought the shape would look like, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. The shape is quite. 되게 특이하다. It's an interesting shape. Look at that. It's an interesting shape. It's like a little. I don't know what it is. Oh, picante is spicy. Of course it is. Here we go. It's not that spicy. And I suck at eating spicy stuff. Oh, well, okay. It tastes like 그냥 치토스 같아요, 솔직히. It just tastes like Cheetos. It just tastes like Cheetos. You do get a slight kick, but my god, it's not as hot as the flaming hot Cheetos, if that makes sense. Flaming hot Cheetos만큼 세지 않아요. 이게 진짜 좀 매콤할 줄 알았는데 하나도 안 매콤한데. 제가 매운 거 진짜 못 먹거든요. 저 매운 거 먹으면 약간 어떤 수준이냐면 약간 막 땀 나고 막 식은 땀 나요. 왜 식은 땀이 나는지 모르겠어요. 몸살도 아닌데 이거를 저는 먹을 수 있어요. I can eat this. This is flaming hot Cheetos is a little spicy for me, but this one I can absolutely eat it though. Anyway, this one maybe like a 7 out of 10. Not bad, but 좀 싱거워. A little plain. Next, so this one is, it says Peru nachos. Here we go. So this one right here, ladies and gentlemen, is Peru. It says Peru nachos. Okay, I know it's like flipped, but I swear to God, it says Peru nachos, and it's purple. So for people that don't know why it's purple, it's because I believe it's the chicha morada. Alright, I'm not sure because I've been to Peru, ladies and gentlemen. I have. This is my third time. First time in Lima. Chicha morada. I believe chicha morada is made out of corn. I believe it fermented. I'm not too sure, but they have drinks. The purple drinks. It kind of looks like blackcurrant juice, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I fucking adore it. They made a corn nacho chips out of that. Okay. Oh, it's just sweet potato. All right. Okay. Well, I fucked up. I thought it was chicha morada, but they said it's not. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll oblige. Okay. It's just. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Si mi amor pronuncias muy bien. I believe someone says my pronunciation is bien, which is good. Or, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it looks like. It just looks like a purple moon that someone took a big ass chunk out of. Here we go. Okay. It just tastes like fucking nachos. Doesn't taste like anything, but it just tastes like plain nachos. I love it. My favorite thing is just, I'm not sure if people know, but for me, my favorite type of food is not like just simple, like the simplest things in life, you know, where you could just have no sauce, nothing done to it, just fucking the simplest thing. But this one right here, this, ladies and gentlemen, is just simply nice. I love it. 맞아요. 이거 진짜 아무 맛 안 나요. 약간 소금? 진짜 그냥 나초 맛. 보라색은 치차 모랄라라고, 아씨 발음 제대로 한지 모르겠네. 치차 모랄라라고 여기에 좀 유명한 콘으로 만든, 모르겠어요. 정확하게 뭔지는 모르겠지만 어쨌든 그 옥수수인데 진짜 여기 옥수수 이만해요. 진짜 옥수수 좋아하시는 분, 페루 옥수수가 이만해요. I'm just telling how big the corns are here. Like the corn cobs are just huge, like the size of my like teeth. You know? 우리나라 그냥 나초 같은 건가? 맞아요. 비슷해요. 약간 근데 심지어 이게 좀 더 싱거워요. 저희 나라 그냥 그 편의점에서 파는 나초 이거보다 좀 더 싱거워요. 제 스타일. 저 싱거운 거 좋아해요. Okay. For me personally, well, 8 out of 10, just because you can eat that with anything. Next, 트룰루루. 아니, 저는 뭔지 모르겠지만 I don't know what this is, ladies and gentlemen, but I just thought it was so interesting. Like, look at that character. Like, it just looks so interesting. 고구마 같은 건지는 모르겠지만 This is marshmallow. 이게 뭐냐면 마시멜로인데 안에 카라멜 들어가 있어요. It's marshmallows, but it has caramel inside. And if you just walk past this and be like, oh, yeah, then something's wrong with you. Because this, I've never seen marshmallow that has caramel inside, okay? I've been living under a rock. But apparently they have this, alright? So, and it says nuevos. Nuevos? What does that mean? Does that mean nerves? No, I was kidding. Sorry. Bad joke. Okay. I'll oblige. 진짜 살 빼기로 했는데 이렇게 하면. So, looks like a lovely Duffy Muffy marshmallow. Beautiful. Soft. Smells like a marshmallow. Does it taste like one? We'll see. Okay. 신기하네. So, tastes like a marshmallow. Don't know what I was expecting. It does have caramel inside. 보여요? It looks like an egg. A soft-boiled egg. That someone cooked quite well, and the yolk is meant to gooey and ooey and ooze out. Nuevos means new. Okay, so it's new. As a relief. I would have been quite concerned if this was an old one. 자, 아무튼 이게 약간 좀 계란 같죠? 근데 이게 마시멜로인데 안에 그게 뭐야? 카라멜 있어요. Tastes like marshmallow with caramel inside. Don't know what you're expecting, but that's exactly what it tastes like. Do I eat another one? I don't know. We'll find out. Honestly, I just like a character, man. Look at that. Like, look at that. Look how jolly that character looks. Look how happy that character looks. And it's holding marshmallows. And, no, sorry, it's holding, what is it doing? Oh my god, it has fucking caramel drills and it's drilling it into the marshmallow, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks extremely happy doing it. So, got a lot to learn from this guy. This little fella, look at him. Absolutely. Look how jolly this thing looks. 아니, 이게 너무, 이 캐릭터가 저는 이것보다 이 캐릭터가 너무 귀엽게 생겨가지고 좀 먹어봐야 되겠다 했거든요. 그래가지고 이 캐릭터를 보고 산 거예요. 이 캐릭터가 지금 뭐하냐, 지금 카라멜을 그 마시멜로 안으로 그냥 쑤셔 넣고 있거든요. 근데 쑤셔 넣으면서 이렇게 표정이 어쨌든 너무 행복해 보여가지고 해맑고 좀 무섭네. 아무튼 anyway, it's Trilulu Nuevos, which is new. Rellenos Caramello. So sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying. It's, wait, somebody said something. Somebody said it's tradition to eat Torrenos. Have you tried it? No, I have not. I believe tomorrow, if I on my day off, I'm gonna ask a lot about the culture and the cuisine and everything here. So, interesting facts, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. So, next. 다음. 엄청 많죠? Next, ladies and gentlemen, I have here with me. By the way, Chile, yes, I enjoy Chile. It sucked because I wanted to spend more time there, but apparently at that time they were having a demo, and it was really, really crucial that we got out before early because we didn't want fans to get caught in the demo or something like that. I heard it was like it happens each year or something, but anyway, would have loved to stay a little bit more and talk and chat, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Nativo Cacao Raspberry with chocolate with raspberry filling. Okay, easy, not too hard, not too crazy. 근데 이거는 뭐 초콜릿 안에 뭐 라즈베리 되게 간단하죠? 뭐 되게 한국에서도 되게 있을 법한 그런 초콜릿이죠. 근데 여기 남미는 그걸로 유명하대요. 뭐 초콜릿, 뭐 카카오. 그래서 한번 70%된 카카오를 먹어보려고 합니다. 이게 사실 무슨 먹방을 하네 진짜. 아니 의도가 아니었거든요 사실. 그냥 하나씩 먹어봐야 되겠다 이랬는데 그냥 옆에 있길래. Anyway, here we go. Ready? Ian, rotate uno. Rotate one. Rotate one. How do you rotate this? It looks the same. It will look the same. Here we go. This is I forgot what it's called. A Nativo Cacao Con from Busas. My god. Raspberry with 70% cacao. Beautiful. Look at that. 살짝 that smells good. Smells like dark chocolate. Wow. You know what? I actually like that a lot. 괜찮네요. I like this. 초콜릿 식감? 초콜릿 식감보다 젤리 식감이 더 나요. 전 젤리 좋아하거든요. I love jelly. It tastes more like a raspberry jelly with just chocolate than chocolate with raspberry jelly inside. Yeah, makes sense. But I like it. I like it a lot. It almost feels like the raspberry jelly is holding on to the chocolate. It's like instead of the chocolate protecting the raspberry jelly. I need to stop thinking about that. I need to stop letting my intrusive thoughts come in. 자, I love it. It tastes very... You don't get that bitter sourness from the dark chocolates that you usually do, and it's 70%. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am wrong, but if it's 70% dark chocolate, isn't it meant to be a little more sour than usual? I'm not a chocolate connoisseur, but I do enjoy quite one or two here and there. But I do love raspberries, and out of 10, I give this a 8 out of 10. Just because it's my style, delicious. 이런 거 다 홍보를 하는데. No. Beautiful. So I ate so much sweets and just snacks. 너무 군것질을 너무 많이 해가지고 we gotta balance it out. We gotta balance all this food, these sweet snacks and everything out with grapes. 약간 너무 이거 많아가지고 밸런스를 해야 돼요. So I'm balancing it out with grapes right now. This is the hat. Anyway, 이 모자가 is the one that's on my profile picture for Mito. 이렇게 쓰는지는 모르겠지만 아무튼 this is the Mito. 지금은 Mito가 아니어서 굳이 안 써도 되고요. I'm not Mito right now, so I don't have to wear it. 뭐 지금 준영이가 지금 카톡 보냈네. 뭐 먹으러 가. 아무튼 I look like I just woke up. I did actually. You know what? You're very good. You're very smart. You're good at catching that. But I did just wake up. Grapes, healthy. 포도. 오. 아, 여러분, 탈모에 좋은 뭐가 있어요? 제가 요즘 스트레스 이런 것 때문에 머리가 빠지고 있어요. 나이가 먹고 있는지 모르겠지만 탈모 그러니까 엄청 심한 건 아닌데 그래도 옛날보다는 머리가 엄청 빠지고 있어서 Fan gave me this hat. 팬이 이거 준 모자인데 I think it's like a very nice hat. 그냥 모자가 저 앞에 안 보여가지고 죄송해요. Anyway, thank you so much for that hat too. I love it. Forgot what that. So after all these snacks and of course balancing it out with something fruity and fruity tooty. Here we go. This is the chicha morada. Chicha morada. 맞나? 아무튼 제가 말하던 그 옥수수로 만든 음료인데 이게 약간 좀 거기에 약간 옥수수로 만든 음료. 근데 옥수수가 검해요. 보여요? It's the corn is like it's kind of a purple, a very deep purple color. 진짜 엄청 진한 보라색인데 한번 포도처럼. It's kind of like grape. I'll oblige. And by the way, this is mine. This is all mine, so I can drink it from the bottle. So for people that are like, I'm gonna drink from the bottle. I don't care. What does it taste like? You know what it tastes like? It tastes like cane sugar. It tastes a little bit like cane sugar. Like cane sugar drink. If you've ever had cane sugar, kind of tastes like that. It has a little bit of like a smoky flavor to it. It's like smoky sweet and caney. Oh, thank God thank God I did not make a living of food reviews because I would have been the worst. Would have been fired immediately. But I love this. I love chicha morada. 진짜 뭐라냐? 진짜 뭐라 하는지 모르겠어요. 진짜 뭐라. Bebida de más morado. 뭐라고 했냐? con manzana piña. Okay, you know what? I should just stop. I'm just absolutely butchering this. My bad. Sorry, everyone. I really want to read. I really want to be able to read this. I really want to learn. Gosh, it's because it's like, it almost feels like you can read it, but you know you're butchering the pronunciation. So, morada. morada. 맞아. 차차 morada. Selva, I believe that's like the company, not sponsored. It's good, man. It's really good. Shit, I love that. And ladies and gentlemen, how could we forget? If you're in Peru, 잠깐만, 이거 먹기 전에 사과 하나 먹을게요. So, obviously went to the store and I got some. Just marry a Latina, Ian. They can do Spanish, Portuguese, and reading for you. You know, I honestly, I wouldn't mind, just because I want to learn as well, and I really want to be able to speak Spanish and Portuguese fluently. And I heard the best way you can practice as well is obviously if you keep using it, you know. But, you know, who knows? Who knows? For me, I'm open to marrying almost any, like, I don't have, people have been asking me, I get a lot of this question, but people ask me, like, would you date a Latina, or would you date this and this and such and such? For me, I don't even know what that means. Okay, number one. I'll date anyone. For me, it's not about that. It really isn't. Obviously, people obviously there's a cultural difference or something like that. But for me, I don't know. I don't think I have too much of a cultural barrier when it comes to that. So, who knows? Who absolutely knows? And I got a green apple. So, everyone that says red apples are better, you're wrong. You're absolutely fucking wrong. Green apples are the way to go. Could you call us, what is that? I don't even know how to say that. Hand in marriage. Absolutely. You know what? Yes. Green apples are the best. So as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, as I was saying. Don't have, when people ask me that, would you date this nation, this country? Of course. My answer is always yes. For me, I don't really think about, oh yes, because you're from that country or that country, I would have to think about it. No, absolutely not. I've never really had like a culture thing too, so I'm good. I would love to learn, you know. Green apples are the best, and I've been holding on to this for so long, but this is clean. 새로 닦은 거예요, 이거. 알겠어요? 알겠습니까? It is. Yes, like Tabin once said, you can text me when you're free. Text me when you're free. But right now, I guess I'm free. Anyway, here. This one is to everyone. I wasn't making out with an apple, I promise. Kausa. Did I say it right? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes. 사과, balance it out, baby. Another question I always get is, from the tour and everything, what's your 향수 뭐 뿌리냐고. 사람들이 진짜 자주 물어보는 거. What's your perfume? What do you use? You know? It's a question I've been getting a lot, especially coming from the Americas. A lot of people ask me what scent I use, what perfume, because apparently they like it. Thank you. So, today I'll show you. Today I'll finally, because I never told everyone. 항상 비밀로 했거든요. Never talk with your mouth full. Just this once, okay. So a lot of people have been asking. And today I think I might show you guys, because 다들 되게 비싼 걸 쓰는 줄 알았는데 아니거든요. 아 맞아, 좀 비싸긴 해요. 아닌가? 아니요, 그렇게 비싸지 않아요. 제가 항상 그 질문 진짜 맨날 받았어요. 향수 뭐 뿌리냐고. 투어 때 끝나고 팬들이랑 이렇게 소통하고 뭐 할 때. When I'm coming to Dallas, Texas, come real soon, baby. I'll see you soon. But I'll just show you. So I got my perfume box right here. 향수 제가 뭐 뿌리는지 제가 알려드릴게요. And then you could smell like Ian. I don't know if that's a good thing, but hey, whatever works, man. So the 3 ones that I use, I fuse 2, by the way. Nothing wrong with fucking fusing, all right? A good half and half ratio, I believe. Can you hear me now? Is there something wrong with the audio? Okay. Number 1 perfume that I spray. Not number 1. Well, the number 1 I've always used and loved is this. 결혼해주세요. 알겠습니다. It's actually custom. I'm not sure if you remember, but I've got this like years back. I've been using it sparingly, but it still lasted me. But I haven't. But this isn't. By the way, this isn't the one I've been using on tour. Tour 때는 안 쓴 게 아닌데, but this is in fact the Louis V perfume. This, my friends, look how much I fucking exhausted. That is what I use. Right there. I can't see it because of the fucking light. But that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is what I use. One of the ones from LV. It's amazing, I'll tell you that. 그거랑 the one I have been using a lot recently for the tour and stuff like that. I've used 2. 2개를 합친 건데 투어 때는 투어 때는 안 썼어요. 그냥 평상시에 맨날 쓰는 거. 2 things. When I was younger, I loved Armani, so I've always kind of stuck with my Armani brand. So it's this one actually. I don't know if it's fairly new or something, but they have the C. They have that line coming out. This one's the more intense version, Giorgio Armani SIC. This one's 약간 살짝 it smells a little sweet. That's why I don't spray this completely. I know some people don't might not like this, but mixed with this one. This one's the one. It's one's I don't even know, but I don't know how to say it, but it's Wanted. It's called Wanted. Yeah, this one is the one I fuse with the. Can I describe the smell? It's a sweet smell. I tend not to go too much for like a strong. I like woody smells first of all, but these aren't woody smells. They're more sweet smells. I don't know. For the tour, I just felt like I wanted to smell it a little bit sweeter, not too. Because I have a lot of perfumes. I got a whole cabinet full of it. So it's not what do I smell like always. It's what do I smell like during this time. 기분대로 가요 저는. 그러니까 왜냐면 어쨌든 냄새가 되게 중요하기 때문에. 콘서트 또 언제? 시애틀 콘서트요? 언젠가 언젠가 가겠죠. 꼭 갈 거예요. 근데 저는 이 향이 너무 중요하게 생각을 하기 때문에 사람 만날 때나 사실 약간 외적인 것도 이제 보고 하지만 저희 사람들이 이제 처음 만났을 때 근데 나중에 남는 건 사실 냄새더라고요. 그러니까 그 향, 막 그 사람 냄새 나고 이런 게 아니라 그 사람의 향. 그래서 그렇잖아요. 약간 좀 그 사람이 좀 마음에 들었다 싶으면 이제 그 향, 집에 왔을 때 그 향 냄새가 남아있잖아요. 그 향 때문에 계속 생각하게 되고. 어쨌든 그런 거, 옛날에 그런 거를 이제 너무나 느꼈기 때문에, 옛날에. 그래서 저는 그 이후로부터 향수. So like, I was just explaining for people out there. For me, scent is one of the most important things. You know, it is. It's fucking important. Because I'll tell you straight up, it's the one thing, right, that when you meet somebody for the first time, there's a lot of things that hits your senses, right? It's obviously touch and all that, but I think the one sense that you're left with that person, especially if it's a person that you've were drawn to, you know, or you've kind of felt something, it's always a scent. So when you go back home and then you have a bit of that person's scent on you, that's what sparks a lot of the things. You got to understand. That's what sparks a lot of the memories and the core moments. Have you ever, I'm sure you have, but have you ever walked down the street and you walked past a person, you don't know who it is, but you walked past somebody that had a scent that took you back to the past? It could have been a scent from one of your relatives, a lover, someone you had a crush on, but it's always a scent, ladies and gentlemen, that brings you to your core memories, which is why very important to make one your own. And for me, it's these three babies. For now. For me, different period of time, different scent. Because different scent takes me back to that period of time. Make sense? Easy. So I always like changing my scent as well. Because when I smell that back at that time, it's kind of like tattoos. It's like I get pulled back into that time machine. This brings me back a lot of memories. So I like to incentivize. No, I don't know if that makes sense. Different scents for different seasons. Absolutely. Different periods of times. Christian said, never make him forget. You know what, darling? You're right. You better never make him forget. You are my soulmate. Yes, we are. Well, hombre. Before I go, 5 a.m. I don't wanna. Okay. 아무튼 그래서 중요해. So, scent, we're good. That's what I use. C from Giorgio Armani. Wanted from Azaro. I like a good mixture of two. You know, nothing too crazy. And of course, one I've always been holding on to dearly is the Luminosity or something like that. Luminosite. It sounds intense because it smells intense. Not too intense, but just enough. You're having a presentation later? Good luck, dear. You're gonna fucking nail it. Just look at one person, make that person feel uncomfortable, and give your presentation to that person. End the story. That's what I used to do. It's like every time I had to go up on stage or give a presentation or a speech, I made one person my target. Because it's like, if I'm going down from anxiety and from stage fear and all that, I'm bringing down somebody else with me. So I just fucking went up there, looked at that one person that looked as nervous as I was because he or she was going next. And I just went, I just went in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you traumatize somebody. Don't do that. I was just joking. Or am I? You just gotta understand, when you're up there giving a speech, no one's judging you as much as you think you are. It's all in your head. Or at least that's what you gotta tell yourself. Because everyone is just as shitting their pants if they have to give a presentation as well. That's why it's always good to go like second or third, not first, because the first person has to like break the ice. Second or third, because that's kind of like when people are like, oh my god. But anyway, but if you're good at giving presentations, all power to you. Go first and just make everyone else look bad. Sorry. It's not me speaking. Anyway. Yeah. Chill. Anyway. How enlightening, how fun is this? I'm getting better now, getting much better, getting how I used to be, and I'm giving you such bad advice about speeches and everything. 아 맞다, 뭐야 이거, 한벌이 뭐야 이거? Do you like my little hair? I like to call everything. I give everything a name. I'll give this name. I'll call it James for some reason. Just keeps coming down. Anyway, you always have that one piece of hair, don't you? Anyway, I was gonna go back to this review, ladies and gentlemen. This is Inca Kola. Now, if you don't know what Inca Kola, I did talk about this a long time ago, ladies and gentlemen. I did in fact bring this up on my Instagram a long time ago, about 5 years ago, I believe, when I first came to Peru. This one. 진짜. 좋네요. They call me Bond. James Bond. 뭐야, 없어졌는데. James Bond. 가스 들어갔어. James Bond. So usually Bond, James Bond. Anyway. 페루 안 오신 분들, 잉카콜라가, 여기는 콜라를 마시는 게 아니라 잉카콜라를 마셔요, 여러분. 잉카콜라가 뭐냐? 여기에 콜라 버전, 페루 버전 콜라. So it's Inca Kola, it's yellow. For those who are wondering what it tastes like, let me explain. Is this? Okay, let me explain. So, this is one of the things that I love enjoying. It tastes like creamy soda. 크리미 소다 맛이에요. 여러분, 한국 분들 이 크리미 소다가 무슨 맛인지 모르는 사람들은 뽕따? 약간 버블검 맛. 맞아, 뽕따인가? 그 있잖아요, 그 파란 색깔 뽕따? 그 맛이에요. 그걸 그냥 녹여가지고 음료로 만들었다. 그리고 탄산을 탔다. 그러면 이거예요. 잉카콜라. It tastes like creamy soda. Like, it literally tastes like creamy soda. and I'm here for it because I fucking love creamy soda. Happy birthday, Okta. Hope you have an amazing fucking birthday. Congratulations. Don't know how old you are, but regardless, it's the year that you entered into this lovely world. We're all working on it to make it more lovely. I love the concert so much. It was the epitome of art. Thank you. Because the whole team, not just DPR, Kohai, we have the team from the stage production. They break their backs time and time to give you guys the performance of your life. And honestly, it's people, I guess, just don't give that too much credit, but I'll say where it's due. Honestly, stage production, the shit that goes behind back, the comms, the people calling out like cues, all of that from those people are literally what makes me and Tabin and Cream be able to fly on stage. And obviously that includes the styling, that includes obviously the management aspect of it, everything, man. It's insane. It's insane is what I'm trying to say. And it's literally, it's because of that we're able to make a show work each time. So if you're majoring in theater or stage production or any of that, ANA, it's a lot of work, but fuck, man, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Green grapes, green apples. Oh. Color in my moods. I will enjoy Peru. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias, amigos. Not gonna lie. 아무튼 오늘은 일찍 라이브를 켰습니다. 왜냐? 아닌가? 여기만 일찍인가? 저기는 일찍 아니. 시간 개념이 없네. Green is a good color. Absolutely. So a lot of people also ask me why I look at the my friends and everyone should know this. But 제가 이상한 습관이 있어요. I have a weird habit. When I look in the mirror, I look at it like this. Because, and that's crazy because Maida also doesn't have one eye. I always looked at it like this ever since I think high school. I can't look at myself straight in the mirror. Can anybody relate, or is it just fucking me? That's why I can't look in the mirror when it's too bright, or I have to dim everything. Fucking insecurity problems, I guess. But I just can't look in the mirror like that. I always have to look at it like this. So I just close my eyes like that, and I fringe, and people are like, "What the fuck are you like trying to turn yourself on?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's not how it works." Because for me, it's an experience, all right? It's fucking traumatizing. So I have a very hard time explaining that to the people that cut my hair, because I go to the barbers or the hairdressers, the salon, and there's a time when apple and green grapes are just fucking spraying out of my mouth. There's a time where you're just sitting in front of the mirror, I'm just looking in the mirror, and I have to have like this moment where I have to look somewhere because the person's obviously cutting my hair, but I can't look in the mirror. So what I do is I trick myself and I look at my nose. So I look at my nose, and the person's like, "Oh, do you like your hair?" And I was like, yeah, I like it. And I just look at 거울을 봐요. 제가 거울을 잘 못 봐요. 거울을 볼 때 항상 이렇게 봐요. 제 친구들은 다 알 거예요. 제 거울을 볼 때 항상 이렇게 보는데 그게 어렸을 때부터 그랬어요. 똑바로 못 보겠어요. 자존감이 낮아서 그런 걸 수도 있는데 그게 자존감이 낮지 않아요. 장난이고요. 그게 그냥 거울이 있으면 똑바로 못 보겠어요. 그래서 눈을 항상 이렇게 찡그리면서 보는데 처음 보는 사람들은 되게 뭐야 이 새끼 이러거든요. 근데 저는 어렸을 때부터 그랬고 가장 힘들 때는 머리 자르러 갈 때 그 미용실에서 이제 사람들이 이제 머리 자르고 있는데 거울을 어쨌든 거울 앞에서 이렇게 계속 앉아서 있어야 될 거 아니에요. 머리 어떠냐고 물어봤을 때 거울을 보는데 이렇게 처음에는 이렇게 맨날 이제 찡그르고 이렇게 보니까 이상하니까 이제는 어디 보냐 코를 봐요. 그래서 코를 그려보고 괜찮다고. So I always look at my nose. Everyone that's wondering, always look at my nose. And in my peripheral vision, you can see everything else. Don't you love how the soda's just Cebu, Ian, please. Cebu, I would love to go to Cebu if that's the name of the place. If it's not, I'm terribly sorry. I get shy at looking at myself. I said, ¿Dónde está? I know what that is, but I just forgot. Is that asking me how I am? Damn it. Anyway, Thailand shout out. So Thailand, I'm sure. Okay, thank God. I thought I read it wrong. Sorry, Thailand shout out. Yeah. How was Mito named? I think we came up with it right around the period of time where I needed a name for the character that I was personifying for the longest and darkest time, because what is that? Done this. Sorry, I get sidetracked with so much. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. I know that. It's good afternoon, right? Where is it? There's one thing I learned. Disculpe. Okay, I forgot. Disculpe is like as far as I go. Can you ask Dprian why he's so flirty? My friends, Dprian was always flirty. 뭐야 이거? 2017년부터 DPR 팬이었고 제가 처음 보는 영상을 갈증. 뭐야 이거? 신호입니다. 항상 당신의 작품을 사랑합니다. 당신의 팀의 모두도예요. 감사합니다. Thank you so much. 2017년부터였으면 거의 뭐 DPR 진짜 거의 아직 애기 때부터 있었네요. 완전 OG 팬. Thank you so much. 감사합니다. 앞으로도 잘 지켜봐 주세요. 진짜 갈 길이 먼데 한 걸음씩 같이 가죠. You know what? This is yellow, green. Still haven't finished my apple. Isn't that amazing? Mexico sends green. Thank you. I'll send my love. I don't know why I get into this 자세. 사랑해? 사랑해. Sí. I'll see you next time. Everyone that's leaving, I'll see you later. Te amo. Me gusta. 생강국 앙탱 망개. Buenas noches means good night. I'm sorry. What's the one that says good afternoon? I know buenos dias is good morning. Te amo mi vida. Anyway, I forgot. I was gonna share. Oh yeah. a little information for my fans, for all my fans out there, for Mito fans especially. So for me, when I feel like I'm dipping into a manic episode. When I feel like I'm going into one. Because I do fucking feel it. It feels like, it's kind of weird. When animals feel like there's an earthquake coming and they feel it before it comes? It feels like that for me. I've had it ever since. So I know when it comes. But sometimes, I think, as time has gone by, my cycles have been interchanging and coming suddenly, abruptly, without warning. So what happens when something hits me that hard without warning is I deactivate my Instagram. I deactivate it because when I'm in my episode, there's not telling like what I'm gonna be saying. 잘생긴 건 아저씨 생방송 보고 하루 시작. 저 잘생긴 아저씨라서 너무 좋네요. 진짜 아저씨라니. 아저씨죠. So for me, I deactivate my Instagram account just because I'm scared of what I might accidentally fucking upload. I'm not gonna do some weird crazy shit, but who knows? I just don't want to take a chance. I just don't want to take a chance when I'm in that state of mind. So that's why I do that, because it's something that keeps me safe away from all that stuff. So that's why I do that when it gets critical. And for my Mida fans out there, to give you some sort of what is that word? To give you guys some type of assurance or closure about how I'm doing. I kind of have like a mood indicator on my Instagram profile. If I deactivate it, that means I'm just gone. I'm like, I'm off the meds. But for the time being, where I'm able to control it and I'm not completely Mido. By the way, Mido is real. I'm not even bullshitting you. But the crazy thing is, I don't know how real the fans understand Mido is for me. And it's the one thing that I'm actually terrified of, if I was being completely honest. I'm actually completely terrified of being engulfed in Mido. Because when I get to that stage, I blank. I lose memory and I black out. And I'm not even joking you. There's only been three instances that has ever happened to me where I lost complete control and I blacked out. But for the most part, when I'm in control, when I have Mr. Insanity and Mido, and then you have, obviously, that's what makes Ian. For the most part, the mood indicator is on my Instagram. So the mood indicator is on my Instagram. So when it's obviously a black moon, it means it's more towards Mido. If it's half and half, it means I am balanced out, which is where I want to be. If I'm to the yellow side, where it's just a complete yellow moon, it means it's Mr. Insanity, where it's more in my manic highs than my manic lows. My manic highs are fans that know. That's another type of fucking insanity. Hence Mr. Insanity. Both work. Both get me extremely up. But the one side that I never want to cross over into is the Mido side. And that's when things for me get extremely hard, like extremely difficult. I lose memory. Like I turn into somebody that I feel it, but I just don't know what it is. I change completely. And I know it might sound like people like, what the fuck is he on about? But man, like if only you guys sort of see. People, and this is the one thing that I really hate about this, is the people that I love, family and friends, sometimes catch wind of that. And because they might be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they happen to see me go. And like I said, there's only been 3 instances that I've ever completely been engulfed by Mito. And those were just critical. And if I didn't have those people around, yes, it would have been pretty bad. I don't like, it's not depression. It's nothing like that. I want you guys to understand. It's not like I'm sad. It's not like it's something causing me to be like that. And I isolate myself during that period because have I ever been Mito when you perform? It's a very good, actually very close to it. Yes, I was very close to it. Actually, when I was in Vegas, I felt it coming really hard. So I had to put the lens in. And that was the first time I had put the lens in for the Vegas show. Or for any show for that matter. Reason being is because I needed to control not being completely engulfed. And then after the Vegas show, just gone. Just completely was completely engulfed for a bit until I went to, I think, Mexico City. I was getting a little bit better, but it was, man, I felt it just completely eating away at me, and then luckily I dipped right. I just completely changed. And this is what I mean by rapid cycles. I lose memory of a lot of things, and I think when I went to Brazil, that's when I was coming slowly out of it, trying to, but I still had essence of it. And I think the crowd in Brazil really helped me come out of that. So, which is why I even told them on stage, I was like, man, you guys, for what it's worth, get to see me at a state where I would never be vulnerable enough to show anybody. But just given the situation and standard, it was counted for, Mito is you when you are manic. Yes, so for people that are new, Mito is, the reason why I keep saying Mito is real is I personified a version of me when I am in a manic state. So people with bipolar, what usually happens is there's type 1 and type 2. I am type 1. Type 1 meaning I have more harder rapid cycles. When they come really hard. There's no in between. It's either you're really there or you're really there. And so often do you ever feel in between. And when you do, it's because you're medicated. Usually people take lithium, stuff like that. I fucking hate it, but it's the one thing that allows me to sleep. Otherwise you won't be able to sleep. A lot of intrusive thoughts. When you're in your manic state, when you're in these episodes, for people that don't know, you have so much, either one, energy, so much ideas, so much things aligning in your head that you start giving into a bit of your sanity. But the problem here is you don't know. The person that's in this state doesn't know they're in a manic state. It's hard because I even say that when I'm out of it, I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. But when I'm in it, it doesn't, all of that shit goes out the window. It doesn't matter. Here's a good way of putting it. There is no fear when you are in that state. I have no fear. And for me, I've subdivided my manic states into the highs and into the lows. The highs are the state where I am relatively happy, relatively functionable, but still am on a mission. And that is a state where I'm Mr. Insanity, which personifies a character where I am very. People won't even know. Like, people are like, man, he's always like this. But that's Mr. Insanity for me. For the lows now, for the dark states, for the states that I am completely emotionless, because there's a time where here's the thing. What goes up must come down. Okay, that's cleanly stating it. That's exactly what it is. What goes up must come down. For me, I've always thought there was a trigger point for a lot of these manic episodes. For me, I don't know. I've thought it was a trigger, but there's no real trigger. Because the thing is, everyone's different. For me, I get even triggered by how sensitive I am. Is how people say you start off the day with what type of weather. So the weather usually predicts your state of mind and your state of mood, right? For me, it's amplified. Like, the weather is a huge aspect. If the weather sets me off, and the thing is, it doesn't have to be sunny or bright. It just has to align with how I feel. That's it. And if it doesn't align with how I feel, it starts building. And I think after that build, you start feeling it, But sometimes there's times where I go completely blank and I don't feel anything at all. And when I go completely blank and when I don't feel anything at all, that's when I go into the darkest state. However, it doesn't mean I'm depressed. I don't know. Some people will say it is depression. That is what depression is. For me, I don't know. I don't know if I'm in self-denial sometimes when I'm in that state, but I've learned to cater to expressing that state. I wouldn't say abusing it, but I think I don't know a better choice of words. For me, I've started to abuse that state, meaning I have started to, I wouldn't say reluctantly try going into that space, because that's the one thing I would never want to do. But when I'm in that state, I'll make the most out of it. Usually a long time ago when I was younger, I'll try anything and everything possible to get out of that state, because I just wanted to feel. Okay, sounds like depression. There you go. But I think the one thing that I'm very aware of is I'm not, like, when I'm out of it, it's passing. So it passes. It doesn't stay for long. That's all I know. And the thing is, yes, repurpose it. That's a good way of putting it. Redirect it. So how I did it was I started redirecting it into art, music, videography. I'm not sure if a lot of my fans know, but a lot of the concert videos I had that I've made 7 years ago, 8 years ago, were videos based on my bipolar. I started really harnessing the dark powers and the dark magic. Intrusive thoughts. I started harnessing a lot of that into, and redirecting that into art. And for me, that was my purpose. It was just to make that into something. I wasn't on a mission other than trying to get away from it in any other way. 나는 전자담배를 사랑한다. 고마워요. 이 와중에 전자담배를 이제 챙겨주시는 그분. 저는 담배를 끊었다 하기에는 모르겠는데 끊을 거예요. 끊었어요. 네. So that's why I started from there. And I think music too, it's when I started personifying it, when I started making it into a character, that's when it got a lot more clear for me. But here's the crazy thing about making this into a character now, right? This is what's crazy about and I think a lot of people can agree to it. It's how much power you give to something. Okay, so I keep saying Mito is real, right? Because for me, it honestly, the character was real ever since I was young. But sometimes, often, sometimes I'm sorry, choose your thought. Sometimes I wonder if I'm actually giving too much power to this, and not in a way where sometimes I can control. And here's the thing: I know what I'm getting myself into by giving such power to such a character that I know easily well, that have complete acknowledgement over. And it's just those little things that sometimes strike a chord in me, because once I get into that state, like I said, like the past few days, I freak out, because it's almost like this, okay? It's almost like, I'll just make a brief reference, right? And by the way, I'm not undermining anything, I'm just making good reference. People with schizophrenia, right? People that have schizophrenia, and for those who don't know, schizophrenia is people that have, will see things that other people won't, just simply put. And that it's the brain playing tricks, illusions and everything, and they have haunting visions sometimes, and they see it. Hallucinations, right? It's kind of like someone with schizophrenia. The one thing that you should never do with people that have this condition is when that type of person says that they see something, like they see something in the room, and you're with that person in the room, you should never direct your attention towards what they see, because it's giving power to the idea of that vision coming to life. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like that. It's like someone's pointing out something that they could only see, they can only feel, right? But sometimes, right, it's when everyone else starts seeing it, it becomes all of a sudden not too far from reality. And I think for me, my mission is to conquer it. So here's the thing. I've already, that was the one thing that I had to make a big decision. Like, this was the one decision that really changed my artistry. It's, do I put out my story out there through my music, or do I not do music at all? That's it. Because I can't do music any other way. I can't do art any other way. There's no other way for me. Like, I can't sing about money. I can't sing about the things that I want, big houses. I can't sing about the demons that haunted me with such and such things. Experiences that I've never had, I cannot sing about. Period. To each to their own. There's no problem in that, okay? But for me, it was a decision of, do I go through with this Mito character, knowing well enough what this might bring, but do I conquer it as I go? And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, why manifestation is key for me. This is why I started the album with the dark. This is why my album is a trilogy. Let me explain to you. Let me explain. I designed my trilogy, my album course, in a way where an angel, so everyone knows when an angel descends from heaven, turns into an archangel, boom, goes down from heaven, transitions, and turns into the darkest, sentient being ever. For me, I flip that. So for me, it's an archangel transcending back into the light. Bit biblical, but I believe in the power of manifestation. So for me, I started with the darkest album, the Black Album, Mito, because that's where I was in that period of time. I'm transitioning the Red Album through Love and Fury, and eventually, hopefully, going into the light. I am trying to predict my own future. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Does that make sense? That is specifically what I am trying to do. So, with that being said, you have the... 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I don't know if this is still on, but yes, that is specifically why I've been trying to work my way from back to front to back. And yes, I did spoil it a little bit, but that is the cause. Here's the thing. Am I like bugging out, or do people not see my... Okay. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. Sorry, I can't see the comments, by the way. I don't know if I'm stuck, but I'll fucking say it anyway. The thing is, for people that are wondering, Mito is the representation of the darkest sentient being that I am. I truly become when I'm in my lowest manic state. Mr. Sanity is the one that combats that. It's the one that brings Ian back into the light. Not for Ian's sake. This is where it gets tricky. It's just a constant war that I'm stuck in between. It's kind of like having your mom's side, your mom's characteristics, and your dad's characteristics inside of you, but they're so conflicting that it's always like an ongoing war 24/7. You know what I mean? That is kind of what it feels like for me. I just made that into a story, and I've just put that out there because I know people are going to be able to relate. I know to each their own, people are going to want a piece of what it is to feel like this, you know. And my thing is like, if I'm going to do this, I might as well encourage other people to shine light to their own demons and combat it, because I know there are people out in the world that are, such as yourselves, willing to help out and really be a part of, I don't know, this journey. So for me, that was the whole thing. I don't know why we got into this fucking talk, but somebody asked me what happens if Mito disappears, and this is the conversation that me and my closest friends have. It's what happens if you're not willing to let go of Mito, because he's such a huge part of you now, and you've already kind of somewhat created an ending storyline. Will you be able to let go? Because, in their words, I think it might be more detrimental to you if you let go of this character and you're not ready to let go of it. Does that make sense? By the way, guys, I'm gonna turn my live off and I'm gonna turn it back on because I just can't read your comments, and I know there's gonna be a lot of people wondering. So just give me a second, all right?